That tastes dreadful. Good morning, people. You've got me here at, I believe, 5:30? 5:25 a.m. That would be why my hair looks like I've recently been electrocuted. And now I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're filling out your diary and then you're going to go do steps and do cardio. No. Things are different today. Well, I'm filling out my diary. My new little weekly planner, non-dated. This one helps a lot. I am filling this up, but we're not going to go do steps and cardio. We're actually going to go train the legs first thing in the morning. We should be getting out of here very soon. But it's because I have some other responsibilities to attend to later in the morning, early in the afternoon, which means we're going to have to get this session done fasted and first thing in the AM, which I'm not too worried about. We're going to have our intro on the go, and food's quite high, so I'm relying on my glycogen stores quite heavily. We may or may not do cardio afterwards, depending if I can be bothered to move it to non-training days. But for now, this to-do list is going to get quickly written down. We're going to get ready to go train legs. We're going to go train legs. We're going to think about hydration, electrolytes, our intra. We'll see what our pre-workout ends up being. But I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a nice, quick session, hopefully, because the gym's just going to be empty for the most part. Very, very nice way to kick off our Friday morning. I'm going to get this bit done. And then I'm going to go put on my leg day uniform and then prepare myself for the torture that's about to occur. So I'll catch up with you then. Yes, people, we are ready. Got my leg day outfit on, taking our pre-workout supplements, and we're ready to go train the legs. We're going to have to make a quick pit stop at the petrol station to grab me a grab my Gatorades. And then we're headed straight to Benoose. See where we can get filmed for the session, and then you get to follow me around for the rest of the day. There's a bunch of updates. This vlog is going to be very different to the last. A bunch of changes to my meal plan, my diet, my training, obviously, my routine, and a couple updates. We'll see if we can keep it exciting for you lot, but for now, let's get out of here. Tell you what, one of these would go down an absolute treat. Which one are we picking out of this lineup? I'm sticking somewhere around this section here. Snickers is calling my name. Can't go wrong with a Magnum there, can you? God alive, I would demolish all of that right now. I'd be coming post-workout for one of them ones there. But for now... Oh, they've only got the dead flavour, so I was hoping for a grape. Possibly a blue one. Let's go for these then. Safe. Unfortunately, Dubai, we don't have monsters other than these. Then the occasional like corner shop will have them. Look how tiny that is. That's absolutely useless. Not going to do anything. Let's go for grape C4. Should be a poison of choice for the day. I might be coming back for one of these snacks as well, you know. Do you guys have any gluten-free, lactose-free? Almost forgot my water for the session. I'm sick of buying water in the gym. Shit's 5 dirhams for one of these bad boys. No chance. And now that we're stocked up, the camera's definitely going to fog up because of the sheer humidity. But didn't pick up there. We're now stocked up. We got a we got our intra, we got our water, and we are walking to the gym. So on the other side of the street, really, a couple of minutes and we'll be there. Gonna hop on the mill, get a couple thousand steps banged out while I reply to some early morning messages, and then we'll be jumping straight in to the leg sessions. God, it's already foggy. We made it. We're all stocked up. We got our pre, we got our intro, we got our water. All of these things are available to purchase in Venus, but it costs an arm and a tit. So we made it here. Gonna take some time to hydrate. Quickly posting a story, which is possibly the only good thing about training this early in the morning. Getting to flex it, getting to show off to other people. What were you doing at 6:19 a.m.? I was getting ready to train legs. Bit of a flex there. Something about early worms and birds. But to be honest, this is going to be very, very enjoyable. The gym is dead. It's as empty as I've ever seen it. So that is exciting, at least. Especially on a day like legs, you don't really want to be hanging about and make a little bit of noise without people judging us. Jump up in the mill. Let's say we'll start before 7. Around 6:45 we'll be getting into the session. By then the caffeine will hit me. I'll also have all the gas out of my stomach. I can't stand carbonated beverages, bruv. If C4 and everyone could just make non-carbonated versions of all their drinks. But we got the grape frost, yeah, that's gonna go down. We'll have a bit of one of these. And I'll have our non-stimpery, which I've just realised I don't have a shaker cup to make it in. And I'm not dry scooping it, that's for fuck sure. I'm gonna have to go ask them for a cup. I was tempted to buy a banana and some fruits and stuff, but I might walk back to the petrol station after the session and grab those, because that pineapple looked absolutely immaculate. I'm not going to stop thinking about that all session. Yeah, let me quickly flex on everyone and find a cup to make my pre in with a CNP full pump. Once again, what is this? Mr. B. Say nothing. God, that cannot be good for you. God, that looks like an industrial solvent. Yes, people, you've got me here after the gym. Before we get into this training footage, I wanted to preface this by saying that this is not my usual leg session. If you've seen my previous videos or my previous posts on Instagram, a few things have been moved around here. That's because we're making some changes to the program, primarily being implementing the belt squat, replacing the hack. But on this session, I still matched my top set of hack squats. Then I had a bit of a play around with the belt squat, trying to get a feel for it. This was my first time ever doing it, really. So I didn't want to rely on it to be my primary stimulus for squats on that day. So I still matched my top set. The reason for implementing the belt squat over the hack is we want to reduce the amount of axial loading, the amount of spinal loading, drop the amount of systemic fatigue that the hack is producing. And also, I've just run up the hack for a very, very long time. We progressed it all the way through. If you've seen the previous videos, I was absolutely stacking at 8 plates per side, couldn't put any more weight on. And that's just a dangerous position to be in, regardless of how accurately you train. So a few changes to the program, and you'll also see that I use a different leg press than I usually do. That was just me having a bit of a play around. Because I put the belt squats in, I didn't know how much fatigue I was going into the leg press with, so I didn't want to try to match my previous numbers on my usual machine. So I took this opportunity to have a little bit of a play on the Jim Lecco. I believe it's some sort of hip press, pendulum press. So you get to see that, but everything else is about the same. We're going to get into this training footage. Enjoy.
Now it's all missing without you. Yeah, I'm speeding 91.
Get me out of here. And we are back. We're back home. Session wrapped up. As you can tell, my camera died. So some of that footage was recorded on my phone. And since I got back, slapped the camera battery on charge. Had a protein shake, showered, and now we need to do some bits around the flat before I get down and do some work. That shake should be able to carry me through for a little bit, but we are going to have to get some food in me very soon because that session has knocked me out. We got a few bits to do today. First up, let's get the flat sorted out, let's get my room sorted out, let's get all these chores done, and then we get to work. See you in a minute. You saw meal one there, well technically meal two because I had that shake, but we're gonna sit down and enjoy this. I've been responding to some emails, some messages, doing a little bit of admin work, but after this meal goes down, we're gonna get our coffee in, we're gonna get our head down, and we got a bunch of work to do. Some big strides being taken with the coaching platform actually, which is what we're gonna be working on today. Some very, very exciting things. Here's a really good way to plug my coaching. Here's a link to my Instagram, send me a DM, or I'll put links on the screen for you to go to places, I think. If not, just go to my Instagram and follow along. That's it, this is gonna focus and stay focused. Since you last saw me, I had that meal, made a coffee, sat down, did a bunch of work, been very productive. Got a whole lot more to do. Did run into a little bit of a blip. That's pushed the schedule back a little bit, but I can't afford to push these steps any later into the day. Hell, there's always playing catch up late into the night. And I've got another meal going in 30 minutes. I'm waiting for a water delivery first because I live in a country where we're unable to consume the water coming through the tap. So we got some water coming in, then we're gonna make our cream of rice. Yeah, then we'll be back to work And also need that water to get here because I'm dying for a cup of tea, dying for a rooibos out of a shaker cup, and I don't have any water to boil in order to make it. That's going to make work absolutely fly by. I'm going to do what I can on my phone right now, which isn't a lot because I do need my computer for what I'm doing at the moment. But maybe I'll take this time to chill a little bit. Do a little crossword, a little New York Times games catch up while I listen to a podcast. I'm going to be doing laps for the next 20-30 minutes. And then we should have 2 more bursts of like half an hour steps to do. I've got something stuck in my teeth, that's why I keep messing with my tongue. I don't know what it is. And we're back at this angle. I absolutely despise this angle and I'm so sorry, but I cannot put you anywhere else at the moment. We are finished with work for now. I've been staring at this computer for far too long. Someone's just sent me an email again, but I'm not going to address that until I get back. What we need to do now, it is 5:30 and I am still under 9,000 steps. So we need to go do some steps, but also we need to go on a hunt for a new vegan protein powder, or at least a dairy-free alternative. Because recently with where my digestion is at and a few markers that we've been getting back in terms of my health, I need to make some lifestyle changes to do with my diet. Some intolerances, some allergies have been brought to my attention that need addressing. We're sort of doing an elimination approach where I pull ingredients out, put new ones in, see how I react, switch it around, switch it up, switch it down, make note of everything. Because unfortunately, the intolerance tests that you do don't work for bodybuilders. People who eat the exact same food every single day are constantly getting the exact same inflammation markers from these foods, and it'll just give you false positives. It'll tell you that you're intolerant to every food that you've been eating because of the buildup of these inflammation markers, these immune cells. So I was instructed by a very smart, intelligent, knowledgeable man to simply do the elimination thing, which has been treacherous until now. It means exposing yourself to all these ingredients that you may be intolerant to, making note, and it's come back quite conclusive on some things that I just cannot handle, based on my blood work, based on digestion, and based on how my body reacts. God, I'm tired. This is what happens when you train legs. I trained legs 12 hours ago. Piss and shit. But yeah, we're gonna go on a hunt for a protein powder. I yawned and I look 3 times uglier. I'm so sorry. At the moment, I've been running Ghost Vegan, and it is, what's the word? Dog shit. By itself anyway, until you like stack it. I throw 2 bananas in there, stevia, cinnamon, sometimes PB Fit if I have the macros for it, because then it makes it doable. But without it, it tastes like chlorophyll. It tastes like I'm taking a bite out of a hedge. Feels like someone has blended up lawn trimmings and just fed it to me. It's not very tasty. It tastes like hay. I believe I described it as, it tastes like you're chewing a horse's nails. And when you add the banana and stuff, it really doesn't do much, to be fair. It just tastes like you're chewing a horse's nails that has been walking on banana peels. It's not ideal. So now that tub's finally about to run out, I'm gonna go look for a better replacement. I don't know what to go with. All I need is something that's got good macros, the amino acid profile that I need, just complete protein. I can make it taste good. If it doesn't taste good, I can make it taste good with other ingredients, but it needs to cooperate a bit in some aspects. So I'm going to do a little bit of research where we can go, and going on that hunt is going to be my steps. So we're going to actually get out of the house. Ruben leaving the house? Get a load of this guy. I need to get changed because this long sleeve is not going to work in the current temperature. Let's see what today's weather has been. You know how depressing that is, that I've been inside all day, that I need to search what the weather's been. It's currently 35, and it's going to be 35 until 7 p.m. We went up to, what did we go up to? Today we went up to the low 40s, and now we're sitting around the high 30s. So yeah, I'm going to change into some shorts, possibly a vest, get the guns out. I'm not going to do that. Get my headphones on, then we're going to go purchase some vegan protein powder somewhere, I hope. And we are off. These are my headphones on my head. I'm not cosplaying Mickey Mouse or anything. I made myself a little tee for the road, and you can hear my Crocs squeaking again like I'm Squidward. Let's wait until I'm off this floor. this might be the one. It's just 50% off compared to that other place. What's this one look like? That is too expensive, that's not happening. I like the look of this one, you know. So we managed to get our hands on, yeah, you're fucking sick, mate. So we managed to get our hands on some protein powder, Sun Warriors Warrior Blend, vanilla and chocolate flavor, soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, the lot. Now we're gonna get some steps in. Somehow I've managed to find my way into a Sun and Sand outlet store, which is gonna be my entertainment for the rest of my steps. What are we saying, are these drippy or what? There's no way this is part of the shoe. Oh my god, there's like cork on the inside. These are dreadful. They look like they've been chewed up and spit out. These are dreadful. These look like something worn by a guy named Marvin. Oh yeah, I've seen these on the cover of Step Up 2. What are these? The Colonel Mustard 11s. Class, mate. What is that? That looks like a shoe worn by a guy named Gavin. What do you even use these for? This is for a chemistry teacher for sure. Oh, I miss shoes having fat laces. Who else wore Etnies when they went through their phase where they thought they were going to be a skateboarder? I really thought I was inches off being Ryan Sheckler for a minute. These suck. These shoes are worn by someone who can't wait to tell you about how healthy their colon is. Oh, do you remember how fun it was and how much stress it was picking your school bag for the year? God, that was such a commitment back in the day. Oh, you know the saying, if your shirt's got a zip on it, you should kill yourself. These are actually cold. I'm gonna go try these on. Oh, no way, they got the Sheldon Cooper special. Yeah, see, here's some nice shirts, but they're all men's physique size, man. That was obviously not what I had planned, but I'm not mad about it. I had some absolute steals in there. I just had to go for it while I had the opportunity. Only problem is, it's mostly winter wear. I live in a country where it's currently 40 degrees. Camera's gonna fog up. I'm gonna head home, get another meal at me, and then we can get started on the rest of these steps. And we're back at the desk. Don't know what happened there. As you saw, steps in the mall escalated a little bit. Got my hands on some protein powder. Sun Warriors Warrior Blend. I bought the vanilla and the chocolate. The name, the branding, the ingredients all looks like something that was marketed towards like a 46-year-old yoga mum whose kids' names are Apple and Forest. But hopefully it does the trick. We're gonna try it for the first time tonight. I think, if it fits into my macros, if I just substitute the ghost one that I was going to have. And I bought some gluten-free cinnamon raisin Warburton's little bread thingies. Since switching to gluten-free, I have lost a lot of enjoyment in food. And then again, pulling whey, because oats, you know, oats, cream of rice, whey, that was literally like 70% of my diet. And losing the whey just made the rest of it shitty. Losing the gluten in the first place was a bit AIDS, because cereal was big, bagels were big, bread, like Arabic pita breads. Whenever I would have like chicken and potatoes or chicken and rice, it would be like a pita bread with it, which obviously gonzo. We replaced it quite easily with the gluten-free oats, the cream of rice. But food enjoyment has been on the decline, so I'm trying to find some things to mix it up a bit, with some gluten-free options, dairy-free options, and those breads is step one. And those other breads that you saw in my other meals with the eggs, they're decent as well. The only problem is, if you're looking for bread, it's not going to hit the spot. God, I yawned. If you're looking for bread, it's not going to hit the spot. If you're looking for gluten-free, it's not too bad, like. But yeah, got a new protein powder, got me some things to have with my last meal, got my chicken and my potatoes on the go currently, but with that little detour, didn't get my steps done, did I? And got a bunch of work that I need to do, wasted a whole bunch of time, so we're quickly going to bang this out, have that meal, do my steps, get to I don't have a whole bunch to do, but we do have some things that we can get done very, very quickly. Just means I don't have to do them tomorrow. And then I can go bang out my steps in peace. I can chuck a podcast on, I can download a quick episode of a show. I've got about 3k steps left to do, at least. So yeah, I want to be able to do them in peace, unwind after this meal, and take it easy. So I'll see you when I have that chicken and potatoes. That's coming up now. Let's get this to focus. You saw that meal there. Chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. Shredded the chicken, mixed in some barbecue sauce. Gluten-free barbecue sauce. Oh, celiac. We got baby corns and asparagus tonight. Gonna make my urine reek. We're gonna get this meal down us, then we're gonna do some steps, because like I said, got distracted in the mall, didn't do them. Instead I was shopping for clothes, which is something I never do. I absolutely despise buying clothes. Absolutely despise trying them on. I hate when you pick a size and you're like, oh, let's try this XL, and it's too big, so you have to go back out and get a large. You have to keep putting clothes on and off. I hate it, I despise it, I can't stand it. But I do usually go for an annual clothes shop just to restock. If you haven't realized, I've grown a little bit as of recent, so loads of my clothes just don't fit. So I replaced a bunch. I'm gonna demolish this, then head out for my steps. I'm gonna do some work while I eat this, so that when I go do my steps and come back, I can just shower and relax and chill, because it is getting late. It's 8:30 p.m. Shit. Yeah, let's get this done. That is my second last meal done. Didn't even touch the sides. I've already got a cup of tea brewing back home. After a couple laps, it should be an appropriate temperature to consume. These pissing crocs in this floor, man. You're gonna have to listen to it squeak. But yeah, my tea is currently cooling down. So I have a tendency to make my oats, make my cream rice, make my tea, and then I just immediately start throwing it down my gullet, which is the reason that I've burned my tongue about a dozen times a week for the last couple months. So when that tea is cooled down, we'll fill our stomach up a little bit with a rooibos. Should do the trick, carry us to our last meal that will be going to bed with me. A couple PB&Js and a shake. You'll see that though. I think we're up early for pull tomorrow. And I'm gonna go see a client in the gym as well. Got a whole bunch of work to do. But if we can get these steps done in the next 30 minutes, and we're out of focus. I can't wait to shower. I feel absolutely disgusting, having tried on those clothes that random people have been putting on for God knows how long. Ew. I can't wait to shower. Let me bust these out and get this New York Times on the go. See you in a bizzle. Yes, people, the day has come to a close. You're gonna have to do with me being in the dark because I'm not turning a light on this late. It is currently 10 p.m. We got our last meal going in. The shake, you saw it. And that brings this vlog to a close. You saw the leg session this morning. You saw me get lost doing my clothes shop for some reason. And you got to see the new meals with the newly acquired intolerances. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I'm going to be waking up early for a pull session tomorrow morning. But that's all from me for now. Like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more. We got a whole bunch of exciting content coming out. You're just going to have to bear with me as I figure out how to do it all. We're going to get this ice cream that I've made. Tastes like bananas and broccoli. It's not the best I've ever tried, but it's not awful. You can make it taste good. I'm going to stop rambling. That's all from me. Good night. Hope you enjoyed following me along for the day. And subscribe to the channel. Come back for the next one. Go watch all the other videos, like them. Comment something funny. Comment what you thought. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.